next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Back in the building. Baby Gates back in the building, my brother.
Family.
How you feeling? Good to see you again,
good.
man.
That's a fact.
How you been?
Too. I'm good, working, bro, as always.
I know. New tape out now, to be continued, 2023. Obviously, late Super Gates feature on there. How old is that song? Or is that kind of like a verse that you just had? Because that was like the first thing when I was listening to tape, I'm like, damn, I know you told me last time there was a lot of songs with your brother that you still had, but was that like one of the older ones that was still around?
That song probably like 2, if not 3 years old.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, but it sound current.
It does.
Yeah.
That's why I was listening to it, because like, I think, a lot of posthumous records, sometimes people try to take a verse from another song, stitch it onto a new beat, but it sounded like really good and really fresh. Like it didn't sound like forced at all. So when I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh shit, like this kind of sounds like he just did this shit.
Yeah.
So that song is.
Yeah, like it's so funny, like literally 2 to 3 years old.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, we didn't mix it, nothing like that. Like when he made it, he made it. It's just that it's so funny the way I came across it. I was in my email one day, and I was in the studio, and I was trying to I was gonna hop on one of his songs that he did, and I hopped on a song, and I didn't like it.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, I wouldn't be here doing this without bro. So I'm like I said, I stumbled across it, and I heard it. I'm like, instead of just putting the song with me and him out there, let me give him some shine. He deserve it.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Is that like one of the last ones that y'all have?
Not even.
Oh, no, there's still more. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but it's just like I was gonna actually put more. I was gonna probably put like 2 or 3, but I'm like, for the next tape, I just continue doing it until I don't got no more.
Right. Yeah. Like, literally just sprinkle them in there along the way,
Of
keep the
course.
legacy alive, shit like that. Boy, hey, look, I love the tape, but why to be continued, man? Like is that kind of like, I want to say like the end of you, but like what is the to be continued? Like what's the significance of it for you right now?
So it's like, basically like, before any of this, I wasn't rapping. So my brother was doing what he was doing, everything was going fine.
Yeah.
And then, he passed, and it's like, that's another thing too. Like I know he wanted me to rap, because even before, like when he was rapping, I'd be in the studio with him, but it was like, I don't care about that. Like before, because I wasn't rapping. And then it was like, after he passed, I'm like, I need to come up with a name, because I got to put out a tape eventually. Like I had everything planned way ahead.
Right, yeah.
And I had Long Lip Gates, I had a tape name, I had Last Time Being Underrated. I had like, not generic names, but names that everybody thought was going to be a name, and nobody thought it would ever be To Be Continued.
Right.
And then on top of that, the significance with the To Be Continued is like, I'm picking up the torch and I'm just carrying it. So it's like, there's no end. So that's really it.
So it's not like a to be continued, like the story's over. It's a to be continued, like I'm
picking
up the torch. Okay, I like that. See, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I saw that, I'm like, and when you would hit me, I'm like, nah, this can't be the end. But you had like a good year last year. You were, we were actually kind of chopping it up a little bit in the back. So like you had gotten to like have that tour experience, and like you were you were at SB and on the Babyface Ray tour, right?
Yeah.
So how did that all come about?
So
Free SB too.
That's a fact. Free Wake, man. Free AP. For the guys. But I was saying, basically what happened was, we did the song Want Me Dead. Yep. And we shot the video. It's like a whole story. Like we shot the video last year, December. I said like December 20-something. And after we was done shooting the video, it's me, all my guys there, the bros, Wick there. We just sitting there talking. And he was like, yo, we about to go to Paris. I'm like, word? Like, about to go to Paris? He like, yeah. He like, yo, pull up. Like 2 or 3 days later, I just booked my ticket, go to Paris. We in Paris. We out there, you know what I'm saying? I see the crowd, everything crazy, perform. But this is before like Want Me Dead came out. It probably came out like a week or 2 or 3 weeks after. Then from there, I was like, all right, so like, we around, we doing everything together. Like this is fire. Next thing you know, 2 or 3 weeks later, I put out Want Me Dead. I think probably like not even 2 weeks, probably like a week later, I put it out, I think December 26th. A week later, we had to go to Italy. So now we went to Italy, and I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, this is another time. We just about to be there, bros performing. I'm just happy to be there, I'm just like, never been to these places before. Bro just hand me the mic. This before tour. Like Italy, bro just hand me the mic, I perform my song. It's like everything's going crazy, we all perform, everything going good. Then it go from just me starting to perform in Italy Then we went to South by Southwest, performed there.
Right.
Then from South by Southwest, we ended up in London a week later, performed in London. Then after coming back from London for a few days, I'm in the crib just laying down or whatever, about to get ready to go to the studio. I just get a call randomly. And I know he was going on tour, but it just wasn't announced yet. And I just got a call, like I said, just laying down, getting ready to go to the studio. And I'm looking at the phone. I see it's a group, like, all the bros called. And I answered the phone call, just thinking like, regular, like we just talking about like Europe and what we was doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then one of the bros was like, yo, you ready to go tomorrow? I'm like, go tomorrow where? Like, yo, on tour. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then I flew out the next day, and it just been history ever since.
That's fire, man. So you got to experience like that, like the kind of like a mainstream level tour with Ray and SB.
Crazy.
What's your favorite memory from that tour?
My favorite memory, I could say, was the first day. The first show we had, actually. So the first show that we had, I never forget anything, but the reason I never forget is because we was there. This when we first got introduced to Ray, V's. We all just, getting settled in. And we was getting haircuts there. We prayed before, like, performing. We just, having the brotherly time, like, just embracing the moment.
Right.
And we came out and performed, and to see like 2,000, 3,000 people that we don't know actually messing with us and hearing the music and seeing their reactions and wanting autographs, and just so happy to see a group of kids from New York. Like, a group of kids from New York. It's just like, it's crazy. I can never forget that.
Yeah.
So it's like to go from performing and doing like, I used to do like, still like my first show was probably like 100 people in there, 200 people, 300 max. And then to stop performing in that time, probably for like 2 to 3 months, and then end up doing 2,000, 3,000 people. Even 1,000 is crazy, so I can never forget that.
That's fire, man. Have you spoken to SB recently?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's perfectly fine. I seen him I seen him in November.
Oh, you actually got to go up there and go see him.
I went up there and seen him. He's perfectly fine.
So, but there was gonna be like a tour another tour after that was gonna be mostly y'all, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but everything happened for a reason. Minor setback, major comeback. Bro,
Absolutely.
Come home, back on the road. We still doing everything we got to do. The bros right now in Europe, doing their thing. I just couldn't go because I had to come here. But other than that, I ain't missing another trip.
I know they was going crazy in Paris. I ain't gonna lie.
Of course.
So what's next for you after this? What are we working on? What are we cooking up?
So right now, to be honest, I'm working on more like my creativity. I'm trying to do things outside of the box of rapping, like merch for sure. I'm trying to, but besides merch, I'm trying to do things like more shows. I'm just trying to reach out and I'm trying to reach out in places that I've never been before. So like I'm doing more and pushing forward to things that I haven't done in these past 2 years of rapping. So like more interviews, more freestyles, meeting more people, just doing everything that I wouldn't have done before. Now that I learned the groundwork, is like I just got to do everything I haven't done before.
Right, right. Are you kind of like solo doloing all this stuff too now, or?
Yeah, but no.
Okay.
So it's like I get support, from like Wick and the bros and certain people who's in the buildings that help me. But overall, yeah.
Okay, word. Just kind of having to learn to like do everything by yourself now too.
Yeah.
Word. So what do we have next? What are we working on? We got a project on the way, another one?
I do got another project on the way. I believe I'm going to put out a deluxe. Probably in like the next 2 or 3 months. But other than that, before the year end for sure, 2024 end, I'm going to put out a whole nother tape, like probably like 15 to like 18 songs. It's going to be themed after like Kobe year.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire, man. Well, we looking out for that. Freestyle Part 2 out now by the time people see this. So go check that out. The UNC Part 1 is fire. Go check out Part 1 too. Right. And we was joking about like the Nike Tech shit and that at the time too. Yeah. But it's cool to see your growth, man, and I'm proud of everything that you've been able to achieve. Free SB, free the guys, man, first and foremost. But before we get up out of here, let the people know where they can follow you. You know the deal. You've done this before. Where they can follow you, all that good stuff, what the fans need to know. Now's the time to do it. This camera on the right here.
My tape is out now, to be continued. You can find it on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. My Instagram is the Saint P, TheeSaintP, and that's the only social media I got right now. On YouTube, you can find me Baby Gates, BABYGATES.
Yep.
All over all platforms.
There you go. The one and only, man. Well, look, to be continued out now. Go run that up. Go stream that. Go look out for the Kobe theme tape coming out by the end of this year.
Before this year, and I'm putting on a Kobe theme tape, Mamba Year.
There you go. Mamba Year Deluxe on the way too. Freestyle Part 2 on the out now by the time y'all see this, so go check that out. Make sure you go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Sports free. But y'all renew that till next time. Baby Gates on the radar. We in the building. Let's go. My guy. Appreciate you.
Family.
Love.
Love.